and our flag was still there. Oh, sing us and star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This was supposed to be Rika Hershey.
Return to the back. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. A series of snap moves brings Michael back to show center. Sets up for the next move. A long pull back around. As an airshow performer, Michael continues to define what is possible. His ability to has earned Michael the reputation of being a true perfectionist. He is one of those selected airshow industry's highest picture of a missile stuck in underneath somewhere, and the E-10, it's a hawk. It keeps going. It's always redundant. Yeah, but it's built like a truck, right? You can get that thing, anywhere you want it to. It's just remarkable what these things can do. Just like, again, our little bird dogs here. An angry airplane on the ground, but a great. Because we're not here to glorify war, all right? We're here to have a good time. But more importantly, we're here to tell the stories. How many Vietnam veterans do we have here with us today? Hear my voice. Welcome home. We are so glad you're here today. We might attack during until one of the most recognizable military platforms of history. Cal Phillips 1 Illinois, not Hewitt. You're here with someone who was down on the ground in the Vietnam War. I want you to make you a promise. I want you to find out their story because, friends, these aircraft are just the props that help tell these stories. And so many of our great veterans have gone on, they've flown west, and it is up to us to keep their memory and these stories alive.
Last night, another flight coming in, of course, with Vietnam vets that spent the day thanks to American Airlines and EAA in Washington at the memorial and the welcome home that they received last night.
They received a grand welcome to it. Well, you know, our own air bosses that are out there today, both Wayne Boggs and Ralph Royce, were down there in Vietnam. They were down on the ground. And I'm telling you, the memories are coming back to them right now every time they hear these songs and sounds, if you will. Now you just watch. If we keep playing this, Ralph Royce is going to stand up and he's going to start dancing. I guarantee it. Look at that.
You know, man, both of these helicopters, both so easy to roll. They were configured in several different configurations.
You notice on the side of that jet, folks are still serving us here in the United States.
schools around the country, and just out on the range. Soldiers on the L39, supporting the race. Look at this, right on. Well, now that they all have new profile pictures for Facebook, we're going to bring in the Big 17. Can they bring it in closer? Hold your phones up. You're not going to want to miss the heat. Look, Randy Ball brings it in with that.
You know what's really cool, man, is Bill Culbertson flying his Big 17 there actually owns.
Is that Bill?
That's Bill,
Okay.
and he actually owns the T-33 that's leading this segment, and that's Mike Turfman flying that today. So what a great example of
Several aerobatic teams around the world, including many in Russia. The Bright Red team and the Baltic Bees of Latvia.
I'm starting to feel like a cat with one of those balls racing around the track. Have their own class in Reno.
In fact, Nikki Danzig will fly for us later this afternoon. You steer them is the fastest woman in Reno. She races the L39 as well. And it's a fast category, as you can well imagine. And there's that impressive big.
I love the cannon right there on the front end. You know, and then just above the cannon, it's afterburner.
Great issue of Skies Mag, skiesmag.com, where Mike Reno, probably one of the best air-to-air photographers on the planet, skiesmag.com. These are the stories they tell. To work out getting better performing at the high altitude. Merlin is what you hear. There's three on each wing. One on each wing is set back in to make room for the ammunition and the fuel and everything else that's in the wings. It had to be offset and it left a hole in the front that at the right angle of attack adds that nice little pass set out here. Get the pull up right now when we go home.
It's like we walked through the last thing I
Do a little rain too, to think that they knew when they volunteered to get it done, that they couldn't.
They said, I just remember looking out into the darkness and not knowing what was in store. I mean, Jimmy Doolittle was afraid he was going to be court-martialed. He lost all here, had no idea.
Not this guy, the guy he's talking with.
Who's this? Wow.
There's no connection to the server, so don't try to go to the next screen or click on movies, it won't work. It took 10 minutes to load that. Yeah, it's before the time.
I say little because it is right now, isn't it? Yes.
There's someone that job. Very famous during the Vietnam War. For a room on each end of the show box. From Toluca, Louisiana, Steve Stanley Corbin, your Airshow aerobatic team. Let's hear it for them, folks.